Willie at the No Bugs Garage. How's everyone? Just want to give you a quick update. Remember that $200 air compressor? Came in here one day and flipped the air compressor on. It ran for about 1 minute, then began to smoke. Yep, the motor is missing. So is the cage. Turns out the motor had an issue. Originally thought it was just going to be the leaking start and run capacitors, but upon further inspection and installing a new run capacitor, flipped the switch and the same thing happened. And here is a result. Electrical 5 horsepower motor forensics reveals that we have shorted out wiring. I don't know if you can see it right there, which according to everything I have read and researched means it's cheaper to go ahead and get another motor as opposed to rewinding the coil on this one. So that being the great bargain that it was, it's nothing to just go ahead and get the motor. However, as you know, we don't have a lot of money here, so motor was ordered. Owing to the fact that most of the suppliers here wanted at least twice the money for a 5 horsepower motor for the 2-stage compressor. So it's on order. It should be here in a couple of days. In order to get the new compressor motor on, we have to take the pulley off. So you're going to need a a 3-prong puller or some equivalent type of puller to remove the pulley from the shaft. Progress going here. Get this one off. And it's just that simple. Now don't forget, there is a set screw that you will find somewhere along the diameter excuse me, of the hub. Take it out, loosen it or whatever, put it someplace safe like I did. I have no clue where it is. So let's see if we can get some progress going here. 2 things to take into account when you're ordering your new motor from whatever supplier that you're getting it from. Diameter of your shaft needs to match your pulley unless you want to go out and buy another pulley. Plus, there's a reason why the diameter of your shaft was that diameter. This one happens to be 7/8. They do make one smaller, but I don't think the smaller one would survive the duty cycles. Heck, I don't know. But diameter of your shaft and the type frame that you have. In this case, it's a T56 frame. So that's that. Let's see what the manufacturer said. Now, this particular manufacturer off of Amazon actually emailed and texted me because they wanted to be absolutely sure that I had the correct motor with the correct ratings, the correct frame size before they sent this unit out. You got to give them credit for doing that because I'm sure it cost them quite a bit of money to ship this to you in the first place. Then if there's a mistake made on your part, then they will bear the brunt of shipping it back, or maybe they'll make you pay it. So think twice, order once.
All right, folks, well on our way to getting the big compressor back online. We talked about 2 things: is to make sure you have the right frame, make sure you have the right diameter shaft that your pulley is going to go on, and unlike me, make sure you clock your pulley. In other words, don't flip it around, even it can go either way. Make sure everything, this is all make sure stuff. Line it up so that nothing is askew, so that your belt runs true. Now, I did not have a specific tool for adjusting tension on the belt. Now, Most things I've read said with just normal thumb pressure, you should have a 1/4 to 3/8 inch deflection. I don't know if that's pushing with the hand or doing it with the thumb. But there you go. I would say that is about right. Now, my tension adjuster was actually very simple. 2 pieces of wood. This 1/2 inch piece right here at a 2x4 that was just wedged against the lower part of the case, the crankcase on the pump. And this 1/2 inch piece that you see here was just rip cut at an angle, basically to make a wedge, and then put up against the case of the motor, and then tapped in place until I got the proper tension that manufacturers and all the normal people call for. So with that done, all we got to do is tighten up these 4 bolts and do the wiring on the other side. Now for the bolt tightening part of the operation, you're going to need 2 wrenches. It'd be nice if one is ratcheting, or you could use a ratchet, 1/4 drive or 3/8 drive. No need to go full ham on this thing. And just get the proper size. Proper size wrenches and tighten accordingly. So with everything in place, wiring done, plugged in, belt, moment of truth. There we go, back in service. Now all I gotta do is push this big monster back up against the wall in this position. Reconnect that flex hose to the iron pipe and the filter, and the garage air will be done. Again, oops, I forgot. Got to put the cage back on it. Honestly, I could probably run it without it, but let's be safe. I never thought that was something I would say. But yeah, let's be safe. So, our compressor motor came off of the mighty Amazon. Not from the mighty Amazon, from can we get it here? There we go. Fulfillment place out of Chino, California. Manufactured, of course, in China. Thank you, whatever company you did that. And this thing was half the cost, less than half the cost of any of the major motors, electric motors that were available here. So there you got it. We got the garage air system back in operation. My little, extremely quiet DeVilbiss actual Craigslist find. No, it didn't look that good. I did all of that to it that you see right there. It's going to go to a new home. And I think my grandsons and their dad are going to really enjoy it because he has a little pancake compressor. Plus, he's got plans to buy a truck since he discovered that the grandboys really enjoy being out in the garage when they get to come here. Caden Landon, you all remember, hey, wait till we come back, get to come back. But we got to wait until Nana gets well. Anyway, that's it. I've got to go to work. We'll bring you more later. In the meantime, take care.